Hi and welcome to part 2 of my video of my first sowing of spinach and rocket this year. I'm recording this approximately 2 weeks on from that first sowing, and there are seedlings sprouting now in all the trays, as you can see. It took the rocket 5 days to show the first early shoots, and there you can see every seed that I sowed has sprouted, which is great, not just for quantity but as mentioned in the first video, this is my own home saved seed, so I'm very happy with them all sprouting. But every year I sow, I get some unexpected results. I think, for example, I sowed extra seeds in this tray here, but you know, it's made no difference. I was actually expecting more results from this tray here. I even remarked it with the stick to know this was the one that I'd put more in. But the results are more or less uniform, I think, almost. So why did the spinach take longer? I'd just like to briefly explain germination if I can. I'm not going to get technical. I'll keep it simple and try explaining it in layman's terms. But the standard, or say the usual conditions needed for germination, it's time, absorption of water, temperatures, oxygen availability and light exposure. Now you have to remember that all plants are different. Some need more light, some need less. Others need more time in order for the seed wall to break down, as was the case with the spinach over the rocket. All seeds go through a period of dormancy. If you buy packet or save the seed yourself and leave them over the winter, they're dormant. So once you expose them to as many of those conditions as you can successfully, the seed wakes from that state. The first step is to actually have water just permeate through the break in the seed's outer layer, and from that point on the metabolic processes kick in, and you effectively have an embryo going through the stages of growth thereafter. Now, you may read on some seed packets, to immerse the seed in water overnight or for a few hours before planting, and I think the reason behind that is actually to soften or try and break down the outer layer to allow the water and oxygen permeate into the cells, and that will just speed things up for you. So anyway, that's the update of my first sowing of the year. I think in about a week I'll be thinning them out and transferring the rocket into their own pots. That's just to enable them to get their root structure, really going, get a strong root structure established. But it'll also enable me to harden them off outside. I'll be doing that during the day, and then when I think they're ready in a couple of weeks' time, hopefully I'll be able to transfer them to their final pot outside permanently. The reason they're not going to their final pot straight away is because it is still February, and I know it's late in the day now, but it has been about 10 or 12 degrees Celsius today, which is fine. But I mean, tomorrow we could actually, you could have frost, freezing temperatures, you could have snow, and that's how it goes in early spring. So I'm always mindful of the weather conditions, so to try and be as successful as I can when I'm growing. In those 2 weeks, I have not watered these once. Today is Saturday. These began, I seen the first sproutings on Thursday, and you can see how quickly they've come on. They've really come on quickly. So this is going to be the first application of water that I'm giving them since they appeared. Yeah, that's just my update for now. I hope you enjoyed the update, and the plan will be, the next video will be me having thinned out the rocket, transferred to their new pots, their new temporary homes, and begin hardening off. Okay, see you then.